Cash Cow back with another I Got 5 on video. It's a new week, so of course I did some digging through my comic bin, Today we doing comics you can find for under 50 or at 50. Y'all want to see those 5 comics? Stay tuned. Number 1. We have the Green Lantern Corps number 201. First appearance of Kilowog. Now, this comic is actually heated up. I remember back then you could find these for 10, 15 bucks, sometime even under that, maybe in dollar bin finds. But he has been confirmed that he's going to appear in the Green Lantern Corps series that's going to be on HBO Max. Now, I know in my past videos I've talked about John Stewart, which is actually another one that's confirmed. I'm glad I got his first appearance because that's like getting astronomical at this point. It gets this. Whew. I really have hope for this series. Like, I preached it before. DC does a very good job with their TV shows. So I'm glad to see Green Lantern get his just dues and get what it deserved, because they tried to do it with Ryan Reynolds back in the day and it didn't work pretty well. That movie was pretty awful. They tried, but it was awful. Let's just not even stop playing with that. That was awful. I'm interested to see how they're gonna put Al Jordan, Guy Gardner, John Stewart, Kilowog, Sinestro. Oh man, they have so many characters that they're gonna put in this show, and you're like, it's universal. It's so many dimensions that the Guardians like patrol and protect, and it's they can go so far with this. So I'm interested to see how that is, but right now it's kind of hovering at the $50 mark. That's not including shipping. And now if you can find a deal for under that, then I would suggest grabbing it, snatching it up. I see once he appears, and if the show does pretty well, I can see them continuing the series and Green Lantern comics getting hotter. Like, people don't sleep on it. There's some people out there that are Green Lantern fans that just haven't had a good movie or TV show to get behind to be like, hey, I was a fan of him a long time ago. I think they got a chance, man. Like I said, the screenwriters for the DC EU is perfect. Like, they own it. Own it. Snatch that up, guys. Cover may not look like much, but that's the first appearance of that big pink Patrick off of SpongeBob looking colored guy. But he's very powerful. Like, he's actually he's a staple character in the Green Lantern universe. So I can see them putting it to where he appears and he continues to appear. So if he continues to appear, you're gonna see more of him. This comic's gonna get hotter. I had a price tag. See, I had a price tag on there. I found that for $10. That was back then when I bought it. If you can find it for $10 now and it's multiple copies, man, get that. Number 2. We have Carnage Mind Bomb number 1. Now, everybody knows Carnage in the Venom movie is set to premiere this year. And Woody Harrelson is scheduled or confirmed to play Carnage. I like this idea. Like Fox has screwed up so much with the X-Men and Fantastic Four, but with the Spider-Man movies and the Venom movies, they got it right. They really got it right. Like they put that out there, and it's been grand slams ever since then. This is first. It's a red foil cover copy, but I mean, you have a maximum Carnage #1. If you can get your hands on that, that's not gonna be under $50. But if you can get your hands on that, get it. Of course, Amazing Spider-Man 361, his first appearance. Even his second print is starting to get hot, and it's hot, and it's going up there as well. But if you can't get those, then what I say, settle for Origins or first solo series, Appear, all those, or first limited series, whatever. Carnage is such an iconic villain to where he's been introduced in the comic books in Spider-Man and Venom stories. So they can go any way with this. They have so many symbiotes that they can put out there, and you can have they'll start off where it's gonna be like Carnage versus Venom, but then they can have Carnage versus Venom versus Spider-Man, or it's astronomical the ways that they can do this, and they have that much of a deck playing with now that they can just experiment and see what happens. Just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. But Carnage has always been an iconic villain. I'm glad that he's finally getting his premiere on the big screen. And I think Woody Harrelson's gonna nail it. I see him doing a good job. Like this, it's Woody Harrelson. Like this guy's been in Hollywood a long time. He knows what he's doing. And the way the cameo ended at Venom 1, you were like, oh man, like he's kind of psychotic and crazy. He's playing the part the way it was before the symbiote took over him and he became Carnage. Man, I think this movie's gonna be good. And I mean, the first one was good. I don't see them really getting away from the script. Tom Hardy's an excellent Venom. No denying that. I would hope one day that we can see him in the MCU as well. We'll see. I mean, the Marvel Cinematic Division borrows Spider-Man to do their movies. I can see them borrowing Venom to put him in that, and if they have a Carnage appearance in that, oh man, can you imagine? Woo. All the way up. It's a nice cover, man. It's red foil, so it's shiny. That was back in the 90s when they produced a lot of those shiny foil cover this, foil cover that. And I'm actually glad to see now that 90s comic books are getting their shot, getting their turn. A lot of people skipped over them back in the days. Oh, 90 comics, nobody cares about Harley Quinn, nobody cares about Venom or Carnage or whatever. They getting their shot now. And they're doing their thing. Be on the lookout for that. You can find that for around, right now it's hovering for about $50. As the movie gets closer to premiere date, it's gonna get hotter. You know it is. You know what's coming. So if you got a chance to snatch any of those comics that I mentioned, especially his first appearance, you can, even if it's a second print, get it. Like, the second print's becoming so valuable because the first print is, yeah, man, just, we are in store for a lot of good comic book movies and shows for years to come if it's done right. I'm talking about to where our kids will be watching it and they'll grow up to become comic book fans and they'll keep the tradition going on. If they can get it past them, hey, I'm all for it. I'm happy with it. Number 3. Got Booster Gold #1. First appearance of Booster Gold, first appearance of Blackguard, which is actually that guy right there. He like sidekicking and stuff. Blackguard has been confirmed to appear in, I want to say, the Peacemaker series. That's also been developed for HBO Max. That's what HBO Max is probably gonna be to DC what Marvel is to Disney Plus, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it, guys. Like I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I don't know who's you hear it confirmed, and you're like, oh, this person might play it. This person is gonna play it. Okay, maybe this, and you're like, we'll see. But Booster Gold is a time traveling superhero. You can never go wrong with a time traveling superhero. I don't care what you say, you can't go wrong with the time traveling superhero. Like, it's unlimitless. Like, where they can go, where they can land, what they can do, who they can fight, what teams can they go back with and team up with back in the day, who can they team up with in the future, present. Oh my god, like, that's like the ultimate cheat code. Booster Gold has actually been around since that was Booster Gold number 1, 1986. It's one of those bronze, copper age type comics that are finally getting its due. And I think they're going to work it pretty well. Now, we'll see how they do next month with Suicide Squad. I feel like if James Gunn can nail this movie, that puts DC on the right track as far as introducing other type future projects with, because a lot of people, it was a lot of mixed reviews on Wonder Woman 1984. I still haven't seen it, so I can't judge it. We'll see. Get that though. Sometimes you can even find that for under $50. Now they do have newsstand variants, guys, so be on the lookout for those. Those will tend to be more valuable than those if he actually appears and he's that much of a standout character that they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep casting. Be on the lookout for that. Nobody's talking about that right now, or nobody expects DC to continue to put out solid projects. If they do, just saying. Number 4. Got Fantastic Four number 46. First appearance of Black Bolt. Now, they did an Inhuman show. Yeah, and it was god awful. Like, it really was. They could have did better than that. But the thing is, people don't understand, the Inhumans have a role in Fantastic Four series. So they can always be reintroduced through them and did the right way this time. Like, Inhumans or Black Bolt alone is such an iconic character, but that group alone needs their shot in the MCU to get it right this time. The show didn't do them justice, and with that, the comic slipped. So the first appearance of Lockjaw or Black Bolt or Medusa, all those have went down, and you're like, oh man, they're very solid, good characters. Like, you read the comic books, they're pretty good, and they can get Fantastic Four a run for the money. I feel like once they're introduced in the MCU, they're gonna take off. Right now it's a lull period because the show wasn't that good. People are like, we don't know when they're gonna come out. But I got a feeling that with this Miss Marvel series, it's been speculation that they're gonna introduce the Inhumans through that way, or certain Inhumans, Maximus being one of them. I can see them coming in through that way. I could see them trying to do another TV show, and they do it Disney Plus way, and it works, and it's magic, and it just clicks. Just saying, guys, like, look out for that, man. A lot of people like that cover. Don't ever sleep on, like, the first appearance of the Inhumans is actually getting pretty expensive. So Fantastic Four number 45 is actually pretty expensive. You can find that for under $100. I would suggest you snatch that up. But I mean, anything Fantastic Four right now at this point, I would be buying. Fantastic Four or X-Men, I would suggest that it's worth the investment. Like, get it. I wouldn't take no chances on it. Number 5, and the last one for this week. I got 5 on them. We got Incredible Hulk 234. The first appearance of Quasar. Now, it's been speculation that he could be introduced to the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he's in space, so you know that phase 4 or 5 or 6, they're heading into space, so you may be introduced to Quasar or Nova. You know, they have those backstories that's included with Miss Marvel or Guardians of the Galaxy. Same with Adam Warlock. Right now, this comic is in a lull. People don't know what's gonna happen, but that means that it's a perfect buying chance for you guys. Snatch it up, hold on to them. They're pretty affordable right now, but if it's confirmed or you see them on the screen, yeah. What you guys think? I think they're gonna really knock it out the park with either time travel or space. I can see them doing a lot of that because in order to introduce the Skrulls, which they did, Fantastic Four going into the future, Galactus, Kang, they gotta go into space or deal with time. Guardians of the Galaxy was such a bridge for that, and they got over so well that now they can do that. So I got a feeling it's only a matter of time you're gonna see your Nova. You're gonna see Quasar. You're gonna see those guys. I feel like, in my heart, in my honest opinion, and don't quote me on that, it's only a matter of time. If it's not a movie, it's gonna be a TV show. It's only a matter of time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me how you guys feel about the content. I'll continue to keep hitting you with videos. Cash Cow out.